Good evening, everybody, and welcome in here on the Buckeye Racing Network. I'm Tyler Bentley. Alongside me in the booth, as always, is Tim Henderson. Tim, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. We have another awesome night of racing here tonight with the Reigel Promotions Esports 360 Sprint Cars live from the Lernerville Speedway. The practice session's just wrapping up. These fellas are about ready to take to the track for 2 qualifying laps. We'll get to view those here right now as those cars are, the session switching over from practice qualifying as we speak. 5 minutes are on the clock, and the first cars are already hitting the racetrack. Billy Richardson in the number 29 machines out of the pit lane and working his way through turns 1 and 2. A ton of cars are on the race surface right now for their qualifying efforts, so we'll bump around, maybe check out Cole DeWeese. He's on the racetrack as well, that number 2 car. Going to work his way down through turn 1 and 2, down the back straightaway for the first time. Top of the board for Cole at a 14:11. Caden Berry as well just went to the top, 13:73. So he's going to work around here to complete his second lap. Let's see if he picks up. Little slower lap 2, a 14:11, so he's going to take a 13:73. Let's see who else we can pick up. Taylor Wineland's waiting patiently at pit road. Jake Kirby's entering the racetrack. Let's check on his qualifying effort. You see the times populating on the left-hand side of the screen. A little wobbly for Kirby there, out of turn number 4. Trying to get that car under wraps here on the first lap. Lap number 1 is going to be a 14:80 for Jake Kirby. It's good for 22nd on the board. Lap 2. That's a nice pickup, a 14:42 there. Number 53 machine, Ian Humphreys, taken to the racetrack. You're going to cross the line lap 1 at a 15:16 for Ian Humphreys. Also, Austin Motley's running out there for his first lap. So he barrels down and out of turn number 4 and across the line. Motley goes to 11th quick with a 14:28. Little squirrely out of turn 4. Lap 2, a little bit slower, a 14:52. Motley's going to get credited 11th, a 14:28. And I believe that is about all the cars as he rides a wheelie and up over the fence there. Wow. My goodness. What a ride there for Austin Motley to end his qualifying run. Still about a minute and a half to go. I see a couple cars that haven't qualified yet. Not sure if they will. So just bear with us as the timer ticks away here to end the qualifying session. And while we got a minute, we want to thank you all for tuning in here on the Buckeye Racing Network. As always, it's much appreciated. Let us know in the chat who you're rooting for here tonight. Tim, you got your eye on any specific driver as we go into Lernerville?
I'm gonna keep my eye on Matt Grimm.
Matt Grimm, yeah, he's second on the board at 13.97, a good qualifying effort. Should lead to a pretty decent start in the heat race here. So, as always, see some Caden Berry fans chiming in. And Mr. Motley, good to have you all watching here tonight. We'll get the grid here for heat number 1. Qualifying wraps up. All right. Cars are taking the grid here for heat number 1. Here's your starting lineup. Row number 1 is going to be Caden Berry and Taylor Wineland. Row 2 is going to be Jared Culbertson and Robert Boggs. Row 3, Blake Warner and Brady Beavers. Row number 4, Nicholas Garca and Dean Reynolds. Row 5 is going to be Ian Humphreys and Robert Puckett. Cars are lining up inside of the pit area, behind the pace truck, about ready to roll on to the speedway. Here, I believe, as normal, we'll be taking 4 cars from the heat, transferring directly to the feature. Does that look about right, Tim? 4 cars?
I believe that is correct. Yep, 4 from each feature. 4 from each feature. We got 2 moving on from the C main into the B main and 1 from the B main.
Good deal. All right, those cars are working around the speedway as my timing and scoring always seems to want to mess up on me for some odd reason. Out of turn 4 to the green flag. Caden Berry is going to lead us to the green here in heat number 1. Wineland, Culbertson, second and third. Battles on a little further back here. Brady Beavers, Blake Warner side by side. Out of turn 4 and contact. Those cars are stuck together into turn 1.
Oh.
I think that was Garca that went up over the banking, car flipping. That's unfortunate for him. No yellow flags ever here in the heat races. Back up front, Caden Berry still leading the way. Culbertson is second. Wineland's third. Boggs is fourth and has a nice gap back to Brady Beavers in fifth. Already 5 laps to go in the heat. Wineland, Culbertson side by side out of turn 4. Wineland all the way down on the bottom of the racetrack there. Things kind of settled down for the moment. Second, third, and fourth. Caden Berry still leading the way out front. As he rounds through turns 3 and 4, white flag's going to go in the air for him. Check on our fourth place position. That's still held by Robert Boggs. No pressure behind as of right now. All the way down low for Berry, out of turn 4 and across the line for the checkered flag and a heat race win. Wineland's going to bring it home in second. Colbert's in third. Robert Boggs in fourth. Those are your transfer guys from this first heat. Man, my timing and scoring is not wanting to work with me tonight. Bear with me, folks, here. See if I can get this under wraps for you. Before we get too far along tonight. There we go. Real quick here, the grid of Heat 1 is going to be Matt Grimm, Justin Stoltz, Judd Munier, Austin Motley in row 2, Chris Martin, Austin Hickman, row 3. Row 4 is going to be Logan Brown and Jackson Welling. And tail on the Heat is going to be Christopher Hibbs. All right. It's nice when technology works, so sorry for that, everybody. Eight laps the distance, 4 cars going to transfer into the feature. Out of turn 4, Matt Grimm stands on the gas, green flag in the air, Heat 2's underway. Grimm, Stoltz, Martin, and the battle is on. Martin and Motley side by side. Also, Logan Brown right there making contact with Motley in 3.
Oh, yikes. Oh, yeah. Man.
Everybody's still going straight, luckily. Gathering it back in. Austin Hickman's now going to take the 4th place position. He's going to hold on to the transfer spot for now. Back up front, Matt Grimm is about a half a second lead over Justin Stoltz. Both cars running the inside part of the racetrack. 3rd place battle is heating up between Austin Motley and Austin Hickman, the battle of the Austins. 1 car way down low, that's Logan Brown, must have an issue. Chris Martin trying to settle in and reel in Austin Hickman, try to battle for the transfer spot. Already 4 down, 4 to go.
Oh.
Stoltz is creeping up on Matt Grimm here for the lead, almost to his tail tank.
Jackson Welling and I believe that was Logan way off the track.
That was towards the back of the field. Welling showing in the pits currently. And Justin Stoltz is going to sneak underneath Matt Grimm out of turn 2 and take the race lead as they come to the white flag and a crossover move. Grimm back to the lead. What's going to happen here out of 2? Oh, side by side down into turn 3. Stoltz with the advantage entering 3 out of turn 4. Justin Stoltz with the win. Matt Grimm second.
Wow.
Hickman's going to be 3rd, and Austin Motley's going to be your 4th and final transfer out of this second heat. What a great battle for the lead there between Justin Stoltz and Matt Grimm. Awesome. Third heat race of the night is gridding up. Row number 1, Brandon Matson in the 32, Cole DeWeese in the 2. Row 2 is going to be Ty Williams in the 01 and James Rooney in the 14. Row 3 is going to be Flying Fred in the 19 and Jake Kirby, in the 13. Row 4 is going to be Billy Richardson in the 29 and Manuel Garca in the 20. Shotgun starter is going to be Hunter McFadden. Pace truck begins to roll. Field following right behind. Looks like Hunter McFadden's not going to make the call in the heat race here tonight. So we're going to have 8 cars, 8 laps, 4 transfer to the A. Phase lights go out. How about it, folks? Tim Henderson's going to bring us to the green flag here in Heat 3.
Yeah. Let's do it up. Brandon waiting patiently. Pace car's in, and he's away. Great launch, side by side for second, Ty Williams, and I believe that's Cole DeWeese way around the outside. Ty Williams looking to close the door, doesn't quite. Cole DeWeese still running the very outside.
I'll tell you,
James Rooney looking to close the gap on the 4th place runner of Flying Fred.
I'll tell you what, you pointed it out. Cole DeWeese has got that car hooked up around the outside of this speedway here. That thing is shot like a rocket to the race lead. Brandon Matson is trying to run up there with him. Almost a massive slider there by Ty Williams through 3 and 4 and almost near contact. Craziness there from the 01. He's going to settle back.
Cole DeWeese he's got to have half that tire off, like dipped over the crest. There's no room for error. 0.
Nah, he's got that baby right on the cushion, and they're side by side for 2nd place. That's Ty Williams and Brandon Matson still side by side into 1. They're not letting each other go here. They want to finish 2nd. That's 1 more row ahead in the feature. The finishing position would be 1 more row ahead. White flag already in the air for Cole DeWeese. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Flagman has a checkered flag in the air. Cole DeWeese wins Heat 3. Brandon Matson 2nd. Ty Williams 3rd, and Flying Fred's going to bring it home in 4th. Those are your 4 transfer cars. Absolutely. That was an awesome heat race as well. Moving right on with the racing action here tonight. Let's see, do we got B main here, Tim?
This is the B main. That is correct.
How many are we taking? I know they vary a little bit. 8 cars, maybe?
8 to the feature.
All right, so that magic number of 8 here, there'd be 20 starters total. Row number 1 looks like this. Brady Beavers in the 461, Chris Martin in the 7. Row 2 is going to be Billy Richardson in the 29 and Robert Puckett in the 30. Row 3, Christopher Hibbs in the 31 and James Rooney in the 14. Row 4 is going to be Ian Humphreys in the 53 and Jackson Welling in the 28. Row 5 is going to be Manuel Garca in the 20 and Blake Warner in the 24. Row 6 is going to be Logan Brown in the 17, Jake Kirby in the 13. We scroll on down the rest of the starters. Row 7 is going to be Nicholas Garca in the 10 and Judd Munier in the 26. And row 8 is going to be Hunter McFadden in the 21 and Dean Reynolds in the 79. Cars are lining up side by side. 3 cars not making the call. That's the 24 of Blake Warner, the 17 of Logan Brown, and the 21 of Logan McFadden. 13 cars for 8 positions here in the B main. A little bit of blinks out of Chris Martin, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as they worked their way through 1 and 2. Pace truck is off. Brady Beavers on the gas. Green flag in the air for the B main. 10 laps. Oh my, second, third, and fourth all with contact. Martin gets the short end of the stick and falls back a few spots. That allowed Ian Humphreys to goose by.
Oh, lots of contact.
A lot of contact
everywhere.
back here. One car missing a nose ring. That nose wing, excuse me, that's the 26 of Judd Munier. Nicholas Garca has moved up into the 8th and final transfer spot as we already hit 2 laps down in this B main. James Rooney is right on his tail tank though, entering turn number 1. Real quick, let's go back up front. I think Brady Beavers had an issue. He's in the pit lane. Billy Richardson.
Oh, never mind. James Rooney had the spot for a split second, but got caught up a little bit.
That car was all out of shape. Now Dean Reynolds is going to settle into 8th. Unfortunate there for Brady Beavers. The 30 machine of Robert Puckett with an issue out of turn 4.
Oh.
That's going to allow Brady Beavers, or excuse me, James Rooney to now be in the final transfer spot. A lot of stuff going on at the back end of this B main.
Oh. Jake Kirby was off the track. He's going to settle back in right behind James Rooney in 8th.
And there's only 8 cars running. The rest are in the pits or out, unfortunately. Back up front, Billy Richardson, Ian Humphreys, 1 and 2. Chris Martin, Christopher Hibbs, 3 and 4. Nicholas Garca's 5th. Dean Reynolds, 6th. James Rooney in 7th. Jake Kirby in 8th as he's trying to buzz around the outside of James as we speak. Wow, a lot of action here to cover in this B main. Already 2 laps to go. Billy Richardson has an 0.8 of a second gap back to Ian Humphreys. Looks like everybody's pretty single file till we get to Nicholas Garca and Dean Reynolds. That's the closest battle on the racetrack. White flag's already in the air for Billy Richardson. We'll check on that right now. He's already entering turn number 3. Billy Richardson, your B main winner. Ian Humphreys, 2nd. Chris Martin, 3rd. Christopher Hibbs, 4th. Nicholas Garca, 5th. Dean Reynolds, 6th. James Rooney in 7th. And Jake Kirby in 8th. Those are going to be your transferees to the A main. These drivers will get an opportunity to hit the racetrack for a few more practice laps in this quick 5-minute warm-up session and give us a chance to catch our breath because we just saw an awesome 3 heats and an awesome B main. What do you think, Tim?
Just racing everywhere. I love it.
Yep, there was plenty of stuff to cover there. And the B main was hectic. I mean, there was some accidents happening, and the 8th place position was changing. It seemed like almost every lap there. Unfortunate for the fellas that ended up in the pit lane with some damage. But we got our 20 starters here tonight for 30 laps. If you all go ahead.
I can't believe how racy this track is. I mean, there's 7 different lanes that these drivers can choose from, and they make every inch of this track work.
Yes, they do. These drivers hunt it down. I mean, we've had some run way down low. We've had some run right on that outside cushion with almost the right rear tire dipped over the edge. So we're about to see a lot of interesting action once we take the green flag for 30 laps. And if you like what you're seeing here on the Buckeye Racing Network, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. As always, we have plenty of dirt racing action here live on the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Each and every race we are live. See the times there on the left-hand side of the screen. No surprise to see Caden Berry up at the top of the board. The 14:34 is his quickest lap. Cole DeWeese is right there behind him with a 14:38. Taylor Wineland third with a 14:41. A lot of these drivers, it looks like, have been working around the outside. I haven't seen too many running low. Let's see, here's one. The 23 is trying to work the low line there through 3 and 4. Uh-oh, a little bit of an issue with Cole DeWeese there on the front straight. About everybody is working around the outside. Oh, one tried the low line there on the 29. Nothing was doing through 1 and 2. He's going to try it again here in 3 and 4. He is going to slide up in front of him, so looks like the low line is still viable at times. We got a new second place car. That's the 23 of Justin Stoltz. 14:35 is his quickest lap. The admins called the end of the warm-up session. We're going to take a look at the starting lineup here for our 30-lap feature. Row number 1, Brandon Matson and Matt Grimm. Row 2 is going to be Taylor Wineland and Cole DeWeese. Row 3, Justin Stoltz and Caden Berry. Those 6 cars, remember, that's an invert for those 6. Row 4, Jared Culbertson and Austin Hickman. Row 5, Ty Williams and Robert Boggs. Row 6, Austin Motley and Flyin' Fred. Row 7, Billy Richardson and Ian Humphreys. Row 8 is going to be Chris Martin and Christopher Hibbs. Row 9 is going to be Nicholas Garca and Dean Reynolds. And row 10 is going to be James Rooney and Jake Kirby. Those are your 20 starters here tonight. Cars making their way on the speedway. As we are moments away from starting the feature here. A lot can happen in 30 laps. We're going to see these cars fan out. I think every chance they get, some are going to go low, some are going to go high. So it should be pretty interesting on these restarts. Let us know in the chat who you think will prevail here tonight. Pace truck has peeled off the racetrack. Green flag is in the air for the feature event here tonight with Reigel Promotions Esports. 3 wide for the race lead. Wow. Now 3 wide for third on the racetrack as Wineland was up high. Cole DeWeese worked the middle, and I believe that's Justin Stoltz in the 023. My goodness, what an awesome battle up front here tonight. 3 wide battles everywhere. Already under lap 3. Brandon Matson, Matt Grimm is 1 and 2. Battle side by side for third. Justin Stoltz, Cole DeWeese, Caden Berry, Taylor Wineland right behind them. That's 5th and 6th. Looks like the bottom can hold somewhat steady. Caden Berry now looking to make it 3 wide down the back and squeeze by Cole DeWeese and Justin Stoltz. He does get by Justin Stoltz. He's into 4th now. Setting his sights on Cole DeWeese there on the outside. Way down low. Popped the left front tire up off of the racetrack. I don't think he could get much lower than that, do you, Tim?
No, I don't think you can.
He is going to complete the pass on Cole DeWeese, move into third. Cole hit the outside wall with the right rear tire, and that car popped up and was a little out of shape. Caden Berry, the fastest car on the racetrack that last time around. First and second's going to be under fire here shortly. No doubt.
Brandon, our leader, is just hanging that right rear out. I'm nervous just watching him.
Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. We'll take a look and see what. Oh my. Did something happen to our leader? No, I don't think so.
No, it was very close.
I think it happened in the area of Austin Hickman here. He is the number 11 machine. Running behind Chris Martin there in the 7. Chris Martin got out of shape out of 2, and the 11 had nowhere to go. The 79 made contact. Also the 13, that would be Jake Kirby. So all 4 cars. I believe Nicholas Garca gets a little piece of that too, unfortunately. And that happened right in front of the leaders. I don't think any of them got any damage, so very, very close. That's the first caution of the night, and man, what a battle up front for our, top half dozen at least there, Tim?
Yeah, just wild. I don't even know where to focus.
I know, it's everywhere you turn, there's always a battle, so there's always plenty of racing action to cover for us. No doubt about it. Hopefully be getting the 1 to go signal at the line this time.
Austin Motley's giving the fans here at Lernerville a little show. Popping some wheelies.
Oh boy. Field's going to go 2 by 2 here. That means the restart is imminent. Matson and Grimm, row number 1. Green flag is back in the air. Barry's going to run way down low and see if he can do anything with Matson on the outside. I think he's going to. Awesome run out of turn number 2 on the bottom side of the speedway. He's going to try it again out of turn 4, and he is going to go to the race lead. 20 laps to go. Matson still working up high. Matt Grimm Coldewies, Taylor Wineland here battling for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place positions.
Gaten is just letting that front left tire.
Oh my goodness, I think he had to slow up for the car of Nicholas Garka, who was slow. Matson is now going around him on the outside, and we have another lapper. That would be Jake Kirby just in front of Caden Berry and Brandon Matson. Berry powering back around the inside. Leaders have to be careful and try to get around that 13 machine as quickly as possible. Berry's through, Matson now through. Grimm's got to work around.
I can't believe that what Caden Berry's doing is working. He's dipping that left front tire into the grass. I just can't believe it's working.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought the outside might have been dominant, but he's got the inside line working. Matson's still staying with the top side of the speedway, trying to stay within striking distance of Caden Berry. Justin Stoltz, meanwhile, is 3rd. Cole DeWeese, Matt Grimm, 4th and 5th. Ty Williams and Taylor Wineland, 6th and 7th. Ian Humphreys in 8th. Jared Culbertson, 9th. Robert Boggs, that's your top 10. Another lapper down low.
Forced up the track.
That was Austin Motley, I think they just lapped around. Matson's trying to work his way around the outside. Looks like he may do that here out of turn 4. Berry's starting to stretch his lead just a little bit. It's up over a little over a second now as he's running the bottom side of the speedway. Still, and running it very, very well, if I may say so. And I am sort of surprised Matson hasn't changed up his line to try to follow Berry on the bottom to see if he can make up any ground, but he's going to stay committed up top. Same for Stoltz and DeWeese. Throw Matt Grimm there as well, running the outside. Trying to see where our next battle is on the racetrack. I think it's going to be, I know that's a lapper there. It looks, everybody's pretty much single file through the field.
Well, as of right now, Matson is lapping just about 2 tenths faster than our leader, Caden Berry. That time by was by a 1/10 and a quarter, just about.
We'll keep an eye on this, on the top 2 here. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. That's only our second caution and already 6 laps to go. If you just saw it in the screen, somebody was missing a top wing, and I believe that was Dean Reynolds in the 79. Keep an eye on him. That's the purple car on the outside. Oh, he just got squirrely on the front straightaway. Hit the outside wall. The car hit the fence and went up and over into turn number 1. So Dean Reynolds went for a wild ride. There, car flipping 2 times. Top wing, you see it come off of the car, and the rear end looks broken on that machine as well. Big damage on the 79. Field having to wait for the pace car to pick them up. We are going to be within that 10-lap threshold, so we should get a single file restart. Pace lights are out. We're going to go back to green this time. Caden Berry, Brandon Matson, Justin Stoltz, Cole DeWeese, Matt Grimm, your top 5. Out of turn 4, Berry throttles up, green flag back in the air, 6 laps to go. Matson on the outside, a huge run out of turn 2. As Stoltz did get into second there for just a moment, but Matson's going to be looking for that spot again out of turn 4. Berry still on the bottom and out to a second advantage. Matson and Stoltz battling side by side for second. Matt Grimm still right there as well. Yellow flag in the air. Third caution of the night.
Oh, contact was for second after the yellow.
We'll go back and take a look at that as well. Keep an eye on the 0-1 machine of Ty Williams. Ty Williams and Cole DeWeese makes contact out of turn 4. And also makes contact with the 23. That car got turned all the way around sideways. He tried to get back going and it spun around once more. That did bring the yellow flag out. As we work down to the nitty-gritty here at Lernerville, just about 4 laps to go.
So while we were green, Caden Berry was about a half second faster on the initial lap of going back to green, and was a 10th or 2 quicker the following lap before we had the yellow.
Oh, wow. So that bottom side, there's something about it. Caden Berry's able to run it very well, and he's going to use that here as well to his advantage on this restart.
So before we had the yellows, it was Matson who was putting down the faster laps than Caden Berry. It is now switched back to Caden Berry, so let's see what Matson does.
Absolutely. It will be interesting to see what happens here. Matson has been committed at the top. Berry's been committed down low. Green flag is back in the air. 3 laps to go at the line. Berry's going to run the bottom. Matson's going to go up high. Stoltz to the bottom as well through 1 and 2. Stoltz with the advantage out of 2. He's going to be into second place for just a second. Matson with the run out of turn 4. They're even as they enter turn 1. 2 laps to go. Side by side still for second. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Let's see. Let's keep an eye on the 0-1 machine again. He was on the bottom. Let's see what happens into turn 1 this time. Oh, contact with the 11. Both cars get spun sideways, and the 0-1 was going backwards for a little bit there, so officials had to bring the yellow flag out. Only 2 more laps. I think we'll get 1 lap to go at the line once we go back to green. Now it will be 2, it looks like. 2 laps to go once we go back green. Caden Berry just has to nail the restart, and I think if he does that, that might be enough to secure a victory here tonight. Pace lights are out. Caden Berry going to lead him around the top. See the pace truck's going to peel off here. Berry's going to cut down on the gas. Green flag back in the air. Only 2 laps to go. Stoltz trying to follow him on the bottom. Car drifts up just a little bit. That's going to hurt his exit speed. Matson with a huge run out of turn 2. It's 3 wide for second. White flag in the air for Caden Berry. As he runs the bottom.
Matt Grimm all the way down to the bottom.
Across the line, Berry wins. Battle for second at the line. I believe Justin Stoltz going to get credited with second. Matt Grimm's going to pop back up into third.
Oh, carnage.
And there was some carnage across the line a little further back. But what an awesome event here tonight at Lernerville. We're going to get to take a look here at our race results. We see our top 3 here, stopping on the front straightaway for a picture. Caden Berry parked the car in victory lane. Real quick, before we get our top 3 interview, we'll take a look at our official results. As we said, Caden Berry, the race win, another race win here tonight. Justin Stoltz second, Matt Grimm in third. Brandon Matson's going to get credited with fourth. An awesome run tonight. He just fell back a few spots there at the end. Taylor Wineland, another solid finish there in fifth. Jared Culbertson, sixth. Flying Fred, seventh. Ian Humphreys, eighth. Robert Boggs, ninth. Dean Reynolds, 10th. James Rooney, 11th. Billy Richardson, 12th. Cole DeWeese, 13th. Austin Motley, 14th. Ty Williams, 15th. Jake Kirby, 16th. Austin Hickman, 17th. Nicholas Garca, 18th. 19th is going to go to Chris Martin, and 20th is going to go to Christopher Hibbs. Let's see if we can get a word here with our top 3. We're going to take a look and see. We do have all 3 of them available. We'll start with our third place finisher, Mr. Matt Grimm. Hey, Matt, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Well, you come home third. You battled was within the top 5 all night long and was able to come away with a podium position there in the shootout at the end.
Yeah, just kind of I got a crappy deal starting there on the outside and kind of got, I mean, he was doing what he needed to do by putting me in the slick, not letting me get down, but kind of just put me in a bad spot and let everybody get by me there. And just, then I had to slowly work my way back up through them. And there's just you can't run the top because there's no speed up there. You can't run the bottom unless you're like just resting your foot on the throttle. So it's just stupid.
All right, buddy. Tim's in the booth with me. Tim, you have anything to ask Matt?
Yeah, Matt, just consistent all night. How different was the track throughout the night?
Pretty much felt the same the whole time. You got no grip. You can't touch the throttle. Even in practice, you just got no grip and you can't do nothing. It just, I don't know what's the update. What's this setup? I don't know. I haven't been on much since the update, but it's not real fun to run sprint cars anymore.
All righty, buddy. Well, before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, thanks to Lockie for letting me come out and run his car and his sponsors, all his partners he got over there, Speed Factory, LCJ Carpentry, local sprint car photography, TRL Super League, iRacing Down Under, LP Designs, Premium Cinematography, and Down Under Sim TV.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your third. We'll let you go celebrate it.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, that was our third place finisher, Matt Grimm. Let's get a word here with Justin Stoltz. Hey, Justin, Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on?
All righty, buddy. You've come home second. You were battling in the top 5 there most of the night as well, and had a quick shootout and was able to get a few extra spots and come away with second. Tell us about it.
Oh yeah, my tires were shot. That last caution, my tires were shot. Just dogfighting with everyone beginning of the race. If they weren't shot, I don't think Caden would have got me. To be honest with you.
Right, I know it seemed like you were either wanting to run the bottom or the top, and it seemed like the top was getting really slick, and obviously, like you said, tires coming into play there played a big role in the finish.
When you run the top for 25 out of those 30 laps, your tires are shot compared to the guy on the bottom that ran it the entire race. So just running through the slick, doing what you got to do.
Right, absolutely. Tim, you have anything to ask Justin?
Who'd you like to thank for tonight?
I just want to thank you guys for putting this on. First race here, so I was kind of told to run it. And then Taylor over at 25 Enterprise, House of Speed. Yeah, I mean, you guys ran a good show.
All right, Justin. Well, congratulations coming home second. We'll let you celebrate it.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. That was Justin Stoltz, our second place finisher. Back-to-back winner. We're going to get to talk to Caden Berry. Hey, Caden, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, man. Well, you were the bottom bandit tonight. You were taking them to school, running the bottom part of the racetrack, was committed to it all feature long. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I seen in the heat race when Cole was ripping the top, and I've been practicing here all week, so I've been running, through it tacky and through it slick, and seems like the with the new update with the the sprint cars actually being more realistic after the new update, they kind of nailed it honestly, because in real life you can't just hammer down through the slick, so it's pretty cool how they got it pretty figured down there, and now I just gotta run the bottom and stay calm down there and just running the tacky stuff and running the moisture and not run up in the dry stuff in the slick. So
Absolutely, man. Well, back-to-back wins, that's got to feel very good as well.
yeah, it does for sure. Yeah, it's with the people in here, it's not easy, especially with everyone on iRacing nowadays. Everyone's really good, so if you're just got to be on top of your game and always practice and get your laps in and just be pretty good.
Absolutely. Tim, you have anything to ask Caden?
Yeah, I just you ran extremely low. Was the goal to get the left front into the grass? Did it allow more rotation?
It kind of helps with the rotation, but you got to be kind of careful when you do it, because sometimes once you do put your left front in the grass, it'll loop you around. I've tried that when I was practicing here this week. Definitely didn't want to do that, but you definitely want to be as low as possible to the tacky stuff there in the moisture.
All right, Caden, anybody that you'd like to thank before we let you go celebrate the win?
Yeah, I gotta give all glory to God, because without Him I wouldn't be able to do this. So I also gotta thank my mom and dad, my nana and grandpa, my great grandmother Cece, and my Grammy Ryder. Gotta thank TJ as well. Gotta thank Team Iobi, Cataclysm Computers, CNC Racing Designs, Speed Factory, LCJ Carpentry, and Stingray Rock Tools Australia. Also gotta thank Granite State Blacktoppers, Keep Digging Apparel, Enos Construction, Juice Powder Coating, ZMAX, Driven to Save Lives, Victory Fuel, Turn One Graphics, Rider Family Sawmill, John Barry's Legacy Racing, and gotta thank everyone out there else, for watching and supporting me and for all what I do, and also got to thank you guys for putting it on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Caden. Well, again, congratulations on the win here tonight and back-to-back wins. We'll let you celebrate it.
Thank you.
That was your race winner, Mr. Caden Berry. Wow, what an event here tonight with the Reigel Promotions Esports Sprint Cars. We had action at all points of the night. All 3 heat races were fantastic. The B main had good racing, and the feature, of course, everywhere we turned, we had passes and cars running on the bottom, cars running on the top. Just awesome racing here tonight. Any closing thoughts from you, Tim?
Just an amazing show. It's just every lane being used. It's just awesome. I want to thank these guys for putting on the show.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks to Reigel Promotions for having us broadcast their events for them. Upcoming here on the Buckeye Racing Network, we do have some off nights. The next time we will be live on the channel will be Sunday night. Be live at 9 p.m. Eastern, a little after 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be broadcasting the League of Outlaws IMCA style stock cars at Knoxville. So more dirt track racing action coming for you here. That again is on Sunday night. For Tim Henderson, I'm Tyler Bentley. Good night.